Ma'am, what's the advocacy of PCCI?
Well, you know, when we ask our members about their problems on taxes, they would always say that our tax system is very complicated, it's difficult to comply, it's costly to comply. So based on this, our advocacy is to have a tax system that should be very simplified. And I'm looking now at the tax reform that is being presented by the government, at least the initial ones. It's all about reduction of rates and all these things, but I don't see any feature, a concrete feature that would make our tax system simplified.
Yeah, simplified. Ma'am, are you in favor of the Duterte administration proposing a reduction of the corporate income tax?
Definitely. In fact, I think that the 25% being talked about is still high. If you look at the tax rates in the region, even with the 25%, will still remain to be one of the highest.
Right now, we're the highest in the ASEAN
right now,
region.
At 30%, we are the highest. Now, if we reduce to 25%, we are the same with Indonesia and Myanmar. But Indonesia will soon, I think they have plans to reduce it also to 17.8%.
Wow.
Now, I think that in the region, there will be a tax competition, and it's already showing. For example, beginning January 2016, which is the start of the ASEAN Economic Community, 2 countries already reduced their taxes. One is Vietnam, from 22% to 20%. And another one is Malaysia, from 25% to 24%. And 4 countries now are on the 20%. Vietnam, for one, which reduced recently. Thailand, Brunei, and Cambodia are 20%. So in short, the average right now is 22%.
So it's still high.
It's still high. But my thinking is that with the tax competition of this ASEAN Economic Community, I think it will all settle to 20%.
How about the VAT? Are you in favor of the increasing it from 12 to 15?
No. The 12%, with 12%, we are already the highest in the region again. I think they should go first on studying and removing the exemptions, because we have so many exemptions. And you know, in a VAT system, the beauty there is that it provides the audit trail in the whole chain of supply chain.
Yeah.
So that if there are exemptions in between, then it breaks the chain.
Yeah.
The chain for the audit trail. And that would make it very difficult for the BIR to be looking at the leakages, tracking where the loophole is.
How about the estate tax? There's also a proposal to reduce it.
In
from
fact,
20
that
to
should
6.
be reduced. That should not only be reduced, that should be removed.
Removed.
In other countries, many already removed their estate taxes. The reason being that when you earn this income,
it is already paid.
It's already paid. The income that you used to buy those assets are already paid. And then when these are transferred again, you also pay the taxes. Now that you are transferring to your heirs, not because of your own liking, but it's by operation of law, because you're dead now. So why would you tax again? I mean,
So really, there's really a need maybe to rid of those kinds of taxes, because right now, nobody would like to transfer those properties. Maybe 7 or maybe 4 or 5 generations before, still in the name of those persons who already died.
It's not because they don't want to transfer, but it's because the tax is so heavy. And you know, Filipinos, most of our assets are in hard assets. It's not in liquid assets. So that where would you get now the money to pay for the tax? Because you cannot also sell your property unless you pay the tax. So that's
now, we just talked to Congressman Kimbo, and he is proposing a tax amnesty. What's your say on this?
Oh, that's a good news. That's good news.
Online.
That's good news.
Not only on the estate tax, but he said, I'm proposing that there would be a tax amnesty because this is a new administration, so that there would be the business sector would try to cooperate and try to help out the government.
And normally, it's a normal thing that in other countries, when there's a tax reform, they offer a corresponding measure for tax amnesty because you are going into a new regime. So they want to eliminate
wipe out
your
all the deficiencies or delinquencies that was incurred before. But usually, for local tax purposes, usually tax amnesty is not a good policy because it only encourages taxpayer not to pay on time. Usually, they will use the money for business and then just wait for an amnesty to be declared.
Well, if you do tax amnesty every so often, that would be the consequence.
It's bad.
But if it's just one time,
maybe
and,
every 5 years or
then-
10 years. Or,
and this one, it has a purpose, which is because we are going to a new regime.
yeah, because our tax, the last time that the National Internal Revenue Code was implemented was 2 decades ago. So really, there's a need. 1997
Was
is already,
the last amendment.
so almost 2 decades already has passed, and no amendments except for the additional exemptions. The main advocacy of ECOP and PCCI is to provide support for business growth and sustainable development. This will be achieved through a joint effort of the government and the private business sector. On our next episodes, Tax TV will tackle the monstrous daily traffic congestions in the National Capital Region. According to Waze, Manila, on a city level, has the worst traffic on earth. There is no doubt that the traffic and transportation in the National Capital Region is in a big mess. How do you solve traffic congestions such as Metro Manila? Can amending Republic Act 8794, increasing the motor vehicles users tax, be the solution? Join us again next week as we discuss taxation and traffic in the metropolis. Let us help build our nation. Give your share by paying your taxes correctly and promptly for a better tomorrow. Once again, I am Dr. Victor B. Endriga, and this is Tax TV, a taxpayer's guide to Philippine taxation. Thank you for watching.
For comments, questions, and suggestions on our topic today on corporate income tax, you may email us at taxtvph@gmail.com, and Dr. Victor Endriga will gladly answer your queries.